プレイステーション
They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. The Dome, home to the Orange in Syracuse University. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Ball State Cardinals, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Syracuse Orange. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Ball State Cardinals offense will get the football first. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need him.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense will really open up with some more consistency at this spot. A running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. The give to the tailback. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the Cardinals line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. So the Syracuse Orange will go on offense for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, the offense is being aggressive here in their opening possession, trying to throw the ball in the first two plays. They went incomplete first down, and now they take a sack on second down. This is not going to script, and they understood it was going to be a challenge against this defense. And I love the fact that they're going to be aggressive trying to throw, but the execution has got to be better.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, fourth down in their own end, and they're going for it. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. They're going back to the ground. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Looking for a man, it's Peters. Caught close to the marker, it's Jackson. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Syracuse comes to the line on first and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on third down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing up, and you want to do that by scoring.
Touchdown, Orange! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Peace. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Got a man.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Wilcox. Picked off, a turnover in their own end. He's stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Working the middle, it's complete. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
You hear this all the time, but you've got to be able to tackle the catch. Limit yak, right? I know that ball wasn't thrown deep down the field. As soon as that guy caught it, though, down he went.
The hand to the running back. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Quickly out to the tight end. Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Wilcox. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally, they come up with a sack.
Motion from the back. Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Ball State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Number 8.
And sometimes these games can snowball. You get down 21, next thing you know, you look up, it might be 35. Nice answer, put a drive together. Now the defense has got to get you a stop. Then you try to put another drive together. One possession at a time, try to climb back in this football.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Eastern Michigan is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed style of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Jacksonville State. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Grabbed over the middle. It's Babers. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And I love QBs that understand when they need to put some extra sauce on the football. You see your guys sit down in the zone, running a curl, boom, fire that puppy to him, get it on him now so he can catch it before he gets destroyed. Nice job by the QB putting a little extra sauce on it.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you.
Syracuse, 21. Ball State, 7.
This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking downfield, it's Peters. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Firing to the right, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're dealing with a second and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
He's got enough to give Syracuse the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking downfield on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for him.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies because you have got to stop.
Turning it on! They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really...
He makes the catch in the end zone! Touchdown, Orange!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Ball State gets it back, the offense headed to the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Dropping back, it's Wilcox. Takes the easy one to the back. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Finds his man. It's Perez. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
You know, on a 3rd and short like that, you just have to have great chemistry between the quarterback and his receiver. They just couldn't get on the same page. Now it sets up 4th down.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Finding an escape route. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Peters. Puts it out of the air. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Orange converted and picked up that last first down by keeping it on the ground. Maybe they go right back to it. The pull and throw off the RPO. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Syracuse. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you're really starting to see the chemistry that this guy is developing with his quarterback. They hooked up for a touchdown the first game. They do it again here. These two are on the same page.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Peace. And the returner will be dragged down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He'll keep it himself. Picks up the first down, still moving. At the 40, there he goes. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Back to throw, it's Wilcox. He's got him in the flat. It's nice to get a quarterback an easy completion like that, but it's nicer if they can go forward. And they did not that time, Jesse.
They did not. No, the defense was just better at the point of attack. Look at all these defenders shedding blocks and then getting hats to the football. That's impressive.
Makes the grab on the left. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Bringing the heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Cardinals will hustle to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boys, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running the football game.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Cuse. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Miami has the lead right now, but even here in the cradle of coaches, you just never know. This has been a tight one inside Yager Stadium. They're up by 10 over Memphis. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Finds his man down the middle. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. Shoved out of bounds right at the 35-yard line in the running game, getting the job done. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Looking to throw, it's Wilcox. Fires to the big fella. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. He's out of bounds at the 12-yard line, and that is why explosive plays can change games. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Here's a heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And he takes this from inside the 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Syracuse. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the dome in lovely central New York.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Cardinals will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Makes the grab. Gets away from one, finds room. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. He might want another play. Wants to throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Jackson. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Trying to set up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
He fires a bullet to the right.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Offense picking up steam, 1st and 10 from the 31. This dude is putting in work out of the slot, and he is just wearing out this defense.
Man, you see it, Reese, in football. These slot guys are so quick, so athletic. You back them up off the football so you can't get hands on him, and you just find ways to continue to get him the football. He's making plays, so I'm going to continue to throw it his way.
Got out of trouble and throws. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage forcing that incompletion.
Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. Smashes it between the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Peace. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Ball State takes over the football and the Cardinal offense headed out. Out of the gun to give to the back. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. To the air, it's Wilcox. The screen, he can go. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Quickly to the tight end. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. The Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's looking deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Complete to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding.
That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Line is set on 3rd down. This defense will try to keep everything in front. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. They're working that left side. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Makes the catch. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. And the Cardinals with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to pass. It's Wilcox. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
The throw. Fires to the big fella. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup. The defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He's already made 1 field goal, but this one is going to need a big leg. A 50-yard attempt coming. Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
13.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke through the uprights.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll run it to the right. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to...
Hits the afterburners. The 20. Touchdown, Orange. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. And for quick update. Let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Michigan State pulled one out today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those players there in East Lansing. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Cardinals can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Wilcox. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll give it to the back. Across the 25. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Syracuse. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be, and they've looked explosive today.
Ball State, 13.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And now on second down for this offense. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter and Syracuse has the lead. Well, guys, so far this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. To the ground with the back. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cardinals will have it first and 10. Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
The Cardinals with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And his first throw here is incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
That's caught. It's Casey. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The give to the back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Peters. Makes the grab, it's Babers. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the done.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Looking to throw again. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25. 1st and 10, they're down to the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Cuse!
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Ball State, 13.
He'll return it. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Takes the handoff. It's Gandy. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. This offense has it with really good field position. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
To the air, it's Peters. Finds the tight end. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Syracuse doing business in the red zone. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Syracuse comes to the line on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything is working.
And that ball's free behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games. And that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
The Orange hoping that fumble recovery turns into huge momentum as they start this drive. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Peters. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward. And And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. He wants a big play here late. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's going to go down as time has run out.
Hold it.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.